Hey guys, how is it going? We are back. We are live, or alive, however you want to say it.
Slowly but surely.
Yes. So, hey everybody, happy 2025. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy Inauguration Day, too.
Oh, yeah.
So we want, and a little bit of a pain in the butt for 2025 so far this year.
Oh, yeah. It's not been going smooth, guys. It's not really not. With the ice storms and
thank you, Tessa.
Yep. You know, power going out, cats dying, and all sorts of stuff.
Just a quick heads up. Want to send a shout out to Chris the Toyman McClellan. We didn't get to do his show earlier this month. We would have loved to have been there, but we had the ice storm of 2025 here in Perryville, and we were without power for 2 days. Yeah, why don't you sit there and tell us give us stuff off that, please. Okay.
Margaret Ann is watching.
Who?
Margaret Ann.
Margaret Ann. Hey, Margaret, how's it going?
Jeff is watching.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff, we need to get you over here so we can do your toy show, your collectible show here at the house. Yes. I'd love to do it. But no, we started off at 2025 with the big freeze here in Perry County. The snowstorm or whatever you want to call it of Perry County. There was a lot of people here in our area that was without power. And some people are still cleaning up their the messes from the storm.
And yes, we do for sure.
Definitely. So prayers to everybody that's still doing their cleanup. Luckily, we weren't without power for too long. We were Jess and I and Tessa were without power for about 2 days. Luckily, we had stuff at the house to help us out. We still had to go to work and stuff. But we were we got all of our stuff taken care of and all that.
And a big shout out to the folks who went out and worked hard to restore our power.
Oh yeah, electric, Ameren.
Chuck is watching.
Hey, Chelsea.
Helping
Chuck
people that went off in the ditches, and everybody that stepped in.
Yes.
Chuck Cockrum says hello.
Hello. So definitely, I want to say thank you to all of our first responders.
Yes,
First responders. The electric companies that came in, the ones that came in off the, out from outside our area to help get Perry County up and running again. That in the local area, not just Perry County. I think there were some places in St. John and also in Cape that got devastated by the ice storm as well.
Right.
We ended up getting, I think it was about 2 inches of ice and then about 9 inches of snow on top of it, all within a matter of those 2 days. So yeah,
it sounded like Perryville was one of the hardest hit areas.
It was. So want to thank everybody, and again, also I want to send a shout out to all the first responders that are in the California area, battling all that stuff out there. And then also we, it happened last year, toward the end of last year. Also got a
Jody's on.
Huh?
Jody is on.
Hey, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Also want to do a shout out to all of the first responders and the people still devastated by the stuff that happened in East Tennessee and North Carolina, the Carolinas and that from the hurricanes and that. So again, the United States has been impacted quite a bit here within the last several months by storms. So everybody, please pray for those that are still affected. And if you can help out where you can. The Red Cross, I know, has stuff set up for different areas. Make sure you're not getting into a scam on anything like that.
Right.
Chris is watching.
I know the Red Cross is out there out there doing stuff. So and also for those people that are need it in time of crisis, mentally, physically, and just need those. Contact 988 for the suicide and crisis hotline. There are people there that will help. So now on to exciting stuff.
Hey, Chuck, Dr. Doom.
Yes, Chuck the Dr. Doom. Hey, Deadpool. Let's see. Hey, how is it going,
Chris
everybody? Yes.
came on. So I didn't know if you heard me earlier.
I did.
Yeah.
Hey Chuck. Hey
Adrian's
everybody.
watching.
Hey Chuck. Hey everybody. Hey son. How are you? You don't have to interrupt every time somebody comes on. Okay.
I was like, you know who's on.
Well, that's fine.
Usually we'll notice, and one of us will say hi.
Yeah.
So we're good.
This week, I haven't really seen you since Christmas.
That's true.
So,
I've been. Let's put it like this: where I was at, I lived next to a set of woods, and it sounded like a war zone over there, and now it looks like a war zone.
Yeah.
And luckily, we were only out of power for about 6 hours, and most of the cul-de-sac where I live got their power restored within 6 hours, except for the house next to me and the one behind it. They were out of power for 2 more days, and they were upset. They were like, "Well, you guys get power, but we don't."
We were one of the worst grids hit in the county.
Yeah.
They had to get skid steers and all that other kind of stuff out there to clear. And in some of the areas that they were, the lines and the trees were down and bad enough that the electric companies couldn't use the boom trucks. They had to actually physically climb the poles and do the stuff. So that was the reason why it took so long here. And again, it still went out. Even for the rest of that week, our electrics, once we got it on, we still lost it at the end of the week again. But our electric, all the way up until this past Monday, it is still flickered and everything off and on. So I mean, we still weren't out of the shit, out of the woodshed.
When it came to the snow, as you know, I live just down the street from Hotel Row there. So of course, the city's going to want people to be able to get in there, and so they bladed those guys pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then the guys that own the apartment buildings near where I live, they bladed it down to where everybody could get to the apartment buildings.
Yeah.
And then I bladed everything that was in front of my house.
Oh, real quick, I do want to say something, and I forgot to mention one of our responders that came to help, and that was the Missouri National Guard.
Okay.
Yeah, but this way, Perry County was bad enough when it come to the weather we had, that the Missouri National Guard actually had to come and help our first responders out. It was that bad.
Yeah, I would.
So
Wyatt's
definitely want to say
watching.
thank you to the Missouri National Guard for coming out and helping. So I mean that was it was pretty intense here in Perryville,
Right. And
Perry County, I would say. So
and there was a lot of tree trimming services out there that hit the ground running, come out.
And also on those tree trimming services, make sure they're a reliable and legit tree service, not just some average Joe that's trying to make a quick buck on somebody.
Right.
Because there's still a lot of cleanup out there to do.
Right.
Real quick, let's see. Let's go. Let's get into some of the nitty gritty stuff that we've got going on.
Right.
Unfortunately, this weekend is your Darren weekend.
Yep.
And Saturday.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Wyatt, how's it going? This Saturday we have the Villainous Ground Anniversary. To top that off, that will be not only will we have several of our characters there doing a meet and greet, but how's this? We also have Steve Geiger. Well, Villainous Grounds has Steve Geiger coming in and doing a art class on how to become an artist, a comic book artist, and that will be.
Yeah, I got a haircut.
2 bits.
Yeah.
So Steve Geiger will be here this weekend to do a comic art class on how to become a comic book artist. I believe it's $120. There is still room available. Get the tickets. I mean, you get lunch, meet and greet, and learn how to draw comic book style.
Yep.
From comic book artist Steve Geiger. That is at Villainous Grounds. Let's see. Gotta hold that up. How do I pull that up?
Oh, she does.
How do I pull that up?
Need help.
Yes, I do.
We need our
Technical difficulties.
No.
technical advisor.
Well, you've got so much stuff on here, and
Yeah.
well, I just closed out that.
All those dirty websites you got on there. Oh, I'm not supposed to.
Village people. I don't want the village people.
You did last night.
I want to stab you with this pen.
Why? And see it. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to get other info.
On Villainous.
Hey.
I think I follow Villainous on Facebook.
Yes, there it is. Comic art class with Steve Geiger. Okay, fine. I pulled it up. That is this Saturday from 10 to 3 at Villainous Grounds. Create your own comic graphic novel. Let's see. It is $120. It is the Villainous Grounds' 9th anniversary. So he is hosting a private art class from 10 to 3 with an hour break in the Mad Hatter's Tea Room. Only 10 spaces available. Actually, there's less than that because there are some tickets sold.
Right.
He has been in the for the past 20 years. He has been a professional artist in the comic book, in advertising and comic books. He graduated from Buffalo State University. He began his career in comic books as an apprentice to John Romita Sr. Yes.
John Romita Sr.
He has
Spider-Man
done,
artist.
Yes, he has done. Steve Geiger has done stuff throughout his career, as in Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, Bloodshot, Scion, and many, many others. He has also worked on X-Men, Punisher, Fantastic Four, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So again, and it's awesome to have him here. So come to Villainous Grounds Saturday, January 25th from 10 to 3. Steve Geiger is doing a meet and greet, and he's also hosting a class on how to be a comic book artist. So that will be awesome getting to do that for people to come in and do that. Let's see. So that is this Saturday. Then we have, let me see, let me get out of this real quick.
Dad, is it bad that that class will actually help me?
Then we have the 26th. There will be several of us down in down in Jackson. Find that at the Rusted Route Farms on the 26th for the superhero party from 3 to 5. VIP starts at 2. Get to hang out with the superheroes. I know Superman, Spider-Man, Supergirl, and Deadpool. I know those will be there. So that will be awesome this weekend. So we've got a packed weekend this weekend.
Yeah, it's
So-
the only weekend.
Only weekend that you,
Yeah, and that's the only one I have other obligations. So.
Yep. And that's okay.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
again,
okay.
we always do family first.
Right.
So looking forward to that.
There will be plenty of time for things to get crazy
Oh, yeah.
insane. So
I mean, look at the 7th and 8th. Look at the stuff we've got going on the 7th, 8th.
what do we got going?
Okay,
on
on the 7th, 8th of February. Okay, we have number 1, the 7th, A Night to Shine.
Okay,
Dude,
yes.
that is awesome.
Oh, that's right. That is coming up.
That is an awesome weekend to go out and do. So that's in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then A Night to Shine down in Jackson. We love going down there. We love doing that. We get the party going on with everybody out there. It is fun. We get to dance, take photos. We have a blast. And then on the 8th, we have the Perryville Health and Wellness Expo from 9 to 1 here in Perryville. Come on out. That is at the Park Center. So that's going to be awesome as well. Huh?
Screen's getting ready to turn to black.
Okay, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is that. It's right behind me. I can see it right there.
Yep.
So we have the Health and Wellness Center at the Perry Park Center, and that is on the 8th from 9 to 1. So, and then
Okay.
everybody check out the link. We have a link on our page. Share it, like it. Please donate. Jess's birthday is on the 9th.
Okay.
So, and her charity organization that she picked for her birthday is none other than Heroes for Kids. So, drop some. Tell your people to drop something on that,
Yeah.
and it goes to 100% of the proceeds goes to Heroes for Kids. So that is literally the stuff we've got for the next couple weeks right now.
Right.
So let's see. Then we have all the fun stuff behind us. Kick out.
Backlight.
I'm going to kick off this one here. We're going to put Dennis and I in the
everybody.
dark real quick.
Right.
Let's scoot over to the side a little bit. Then let's dig a little bit into Heroes for Kids Comic Con. So we again new stuff coming out for Heroes for Kids. We've got again Heroes for Kids Comic Con July 19th and 20th at the Perry Park Center here in Perryville, Missouri. It's 800 City Park Lane. So our beneficiaries is the David Dorn Foundation and the Perry County Community Task Force. Click on the websites and check those out. There are two awesome organizations. The the Captain Dorn Foundation helps our first responders with training and equipment that they need for their departments, and the Perry County Community Task Force helps our youth here in the county. So that's our regional and that's our local charity here. Right now, we have our two guests right now. The awesome and talented, actually both of them are awesome, both of them are talented.
Yep.
Philo Barnhart and
Scott Ennis.
Ruh-roh,
Yes.
right? So we've so we've got Scott Ennis. Scott Ennis has done everything in pretty much anything Hanna-Barbera since about 1997, if I'm not mistaken.
It's been the 90s.
Yeah. Philo Barnhart has done animation for Disney and among other things.
He's kind of defined the 90s at Disney.
Oh yeah. And not only that, but Star Trek.
And Star Trek, yeah.
Video games.
Yeah.
He's done. Little Mermaid. Let's see. We could sit here and keep going through this list on and on and on and
Let's
on.
just say they're very prolific.
Yes. So love to have both of these guys at our show this year. And again, there's still more to come when it comes to the special guests. Looking forward to hanging out with Philo and Scott both on. Oh, and by the way, Philo did work on Scooby-Doo. Bro. So it's going to be awesome to hang out with Scott Ennis and hang out with Philo Barnhart on the 29th.
So Batman
or the
will
19th and the 20th.
Batman will definitely have to visit because he's worked with Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, so all the Super Friends have worked with Scooby-Doo.
Have they?
Yes, Superman has as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So,
Hey, let's see.
okay, good to go.
Find my little cursor there, and let's go to
No cursing.
slap you is what I like to do. There we
Okay.
go. All right, phone forgeries. Speaking
vendors.
of, okay, vendors. Click on, download the vendor form, get everything sent in to us. Vendor stuff is open and live. That way we can get you on here, get your web page going, and all that kind of fun stuff. Right now we have Richard Beauchamp and Todd Black as our featured featured authors right now, and then some of our general vendors. So I'll do the top line, or
Now, however you want to do it.
all right. We've got Duncan's Laser Engraving, Foam Forgeries, Heroes for Kids, and Rick Justice.
Justin's 3D Prints, The Little Black Cat Company, Raymond Santa Parker Funko Pops, and Villainous Grounds. And what are you laughing at back there?
Well, and trust me, I mean it's.
Someone said, "Don't make me get phone forgeries."
Oh, Mom said don't go. I already know who that is. So look forward to it. There's going to be, and again, vendor applications. Download them or email Jess. Send Jess a text message. Whatever you need to do. Tell her that you want to be in our show. Be a vendor. We will start spotlighting vendors as well here within the next couple weeks. So the more we get on here, the better it's going to be. Because trust me, when they start rolling in, our floor fills up pretty quick. So look forward to seeing everybody. We're going to have. Let's see. I don't see walls. Image gallery. Let's go back home. So that's what we've got right now on the Heroes for Kids webpage right now, and things going on. So things are slow. Things are starting to pick up a lot with Heroes for Kids Comic Con. So look forward to seeing everybody and the some of the upcoming shows that we've got going on as well. Come on, there we go. So yeah, our first Comic Con that we've got coming up that we will be at is SalukiCon.
Oh, sweet.
SalukiCon. That is February 15th and 16th at SIU College. So that's always a fun show. We love going to that one. It's always a blast. Check out their website. They've got tons of guests that's already going to be there and stuff like that. So that is the 15th and 16th of February in Carbondale at the SIU campus.
Yeah.
And also, awesome place. Just speaking of Carbondale, Quattro's. Quattro's Pizza. That's a delicious place to have.
It is good Italian food.
Yes.
And it's not just pizzas either.
No. Well, that is one of the places we love going to when we get out of there. So yeah, looking forward to it. That puts us up all the way up to all the way through February. Because March 1st will be in Jackson County, Tennessee, or Jackson Comic-Con in Tennessee.
Yeah. Now we're past the Beyond Dire part. So
Yeah.
it's still a short trip. But
Yeah, it's still short. I mean, it's a fun show. That'll be our first time going to that one.
Right.
So I mean, it'll be fun. So we'll get a little bit more into that one later. But look forward to seeing everybody this weekend at Villainous Grounds. And again, there is still spots available for the Steve Geiger art class. So please, it's $100 or $120. Get in there. It's an awesome time. Again, one-on-one experience with a guy that's actually been in the business for over 20 years. That's awesome. Take this light there. There we go. Let's see. What kind of stuff have we? Anybody got any questions or anything they would like to ask us while we're sitting here? Oh my God. Dennis, bless you.
I sneezed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, anyway.
So yeah, that's some of our cool stuff that we've got going on right now. Look forward to it all. So, I mean, and again, apologize for not being on here last week and a week before. Week before was
Crazy insane.
yeah, hell week because of all the winters. We were without power.
Right.
Yeah, we were bundled up and we were chattering teeth. So,
and then, of course, last Monday, our cat was
we love you too, Jody. Well,
it was better with the light. Yeah, and last Monday, our beloved family pet, Sassy,
yeah,
had taken a turn for the worse. She was passing blood, not eating, not drinking, not sleeping.
right.
Was in so much pain she couldn't even meow. She couldn't walk. She couldn't do anything. And we had her in the hospital for about a week. And while she was on fluids, she started fattening up and eating and all that stuff. As soon as they took her off the fluids,
It went right back.
it just went right back. And the doctor had to give us the bad news. She's not going to bounce back this time.
Yeah.
And he said she's in agony. I would suggest that you let her get her angel's wings. So that's what we did. So Monday night was our last night with her. So we wanted to
Michelle.
bond with her and tell her goodbye. And then Tuesday was probably the hardest thing I think we ever had to do is to take a blood.
And again, like I said, I mean, that's just like my little pup that you've seen running around here. She's been 16 years old. Anything happens to her, it would be just. I mean,
like losing one of your kids.
It is. You've had Sassy for what, almost 10 years? You said, I think.
Yeah, around 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Okay. I mean, you get attached, and they are.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they become your. I mean, you take care of them.
Yeah.
They become your kid.
Your fur baby. They're your fur baby.
And again, it was just one of those things.
Yeah, I just normally I would have said, okay, Karis, have fun with the cat, but I wanted to say my goodbyes because I knew if I didn't do it that night, I was going to have to go to work the next day.
Yeah, no.
And by the time I got home, I had half hour before we took her to bed. I wanted to spend some time.
Right, and again,
letting it know that it was a good kitty and all that stuff. I was fine with the procedure because I knew she was not going to be in any more pain.
Cool.
Where I kind of lost it was when I watched Karis break down.
Yeah.
Because that's her best bud, and then that was kind of rough.
Yeah.
But Karis has bounced back. Karis has bounced back pretty good, and I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that her mom and stepdad had a cat, and she was able to divert her attention to that cat, so she was able to come out of it.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, again, it's always family first.
Right.
So yeah, what kind of messages you got?
Heroes for Kids will be at our normal spot at SalukioCon, which is when you walk in the door. We're all the way over on the other side, right by that big mirror. It's a long table. You can't miss it.
Oh yeah, we'll have foam forgery stuff. We'll have Heroes for Kids stuff, and depending on if everything goes, artist Tessa Johnson might even be there.
Oh wow!
To sell some new art pieces.
So we may have her there as well. I don't know. We're still we have to see how the setup is on the table.
Right.
Okay. But no, looking forward definitely to SalukioCon.
Right.
Well, looking forward to every time we get to go out. And trust me, Saturday, I get to suit up in the suit. I'll be in the suit till at least noon, and then from there, Jess and I are running down to Metropolis. No, not in the suit.
No, then you'd be flying down there.
Yeah.
There's
have basically a family obligation to go down.
Right.
And for people that follow my Facebook page and stuff like that, we become real close friends, and we become real close family friends with the curators of the Superman Museum down in Metropolis, and the curator of the Superman Museum, Jim Hambrick, passed away right before Christmas. and they're having a memorial service for him this Saturday down in Metropolis, and Jess and I will be going down there for it for the afternoon.
So just so you know, Jessica has stated that for Jessica to go down there, she may have to be tied to the roof to make it.
Well,
How
we
dare
can do
you,
that.
Mom?
We can do that.
I guess we can pray for rain that day, huh?
Yeah, we can.
No! Heck
Snow?
no!
Oh, snow?
No.
You said snow. Oh, you said
No.
I thought you said snow.
Rain with a chance of snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'll get her bath for the week.
No!
So,
Don't make me grab phone forgeries.
She wants snow. You hear her? She's saying snow.
yeah. So, but no, yeah, we'll have her. But no, we got.
Just throw on the hood like a deer or something. Man.
Hey, did you get to finish Superman? Superman and Lois.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I thought I liked the fact that the message of hope at the end, you know, where they talk about of the things that matter, friendship, hope, love, you know, all that stuff. I love that. I love that ending. The only thing I didn't like about the whole season was that when he died, he wasn't 100% cartoony.
It had turned him.
It had turned him basically human, is what it had happened. But it still was a hope.
Norman says
And
hi.
I'll tell you the truth, it's probably one of the better iterations of Superman ever put on screen. Bar Chris Reeve.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is they explain it in the TV show that because of it being Lane's heart, that it was going to
weaken him, and
Yeah,
that
it was-
he would eventually turn human.
right, and that so I mean they do explain that.
Right.
And
and
I think where I think it would have been cool is when you saw when Clark got older, and the twins, Jordan and Jonathan, they were raising a family, but it didn't. It was like, okay, we're older now. We're dealing with our families, and we're not doing any of the superhero stuff anymore.
Right.
They
Yeah,
didn't
they
do
never
any,
touched on
They
it.
didn't do any. It didn't touch on any of that stuff. So
And
that was
the way he was talking. The way Clark was explaining it was that they were still doing good things, moving in a positive direction.
But it really
But
wasn't.
it wasn't superhero stuff.
Yeah.
It was more like charity stuff and community
It was,
community involvement,
which is awesome.
which
but,
is fine, you know. But you know, at the end when he opens the door and there's Lois and her
Her evening gown and stuff.
that was when you could tell that there's actually real chemistry between those two.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I like the fact that, and again, it's one of them things that for the CW send off, I think it was perfect.
Yeah. I think the way Tyler Hoechlin did it, portrayed Superman, he didn't portray him as this bumbling nerd. He actually showed what a mild-mannered reporter would look like, and it had the blessing of, like, say, Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. There was the romance there.
Right.
You could see how they fell in love and all that stuff, but he was what I thought Superman should be like in terms of personality.
Right.
He's all about family. He's all about doing right even if it's uncomfortable, or he could die, or whatever. So I think Tyler knocked it out of the park, and I think everybody that was a part of that show,
deserves
a pat on the back.
Yeah, it was good. I look forward to seeing Corn Sweat. Gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I look forward to seeing Corn Sweat's stuff. The previews so far that I've seen look awesome.
Yeah.
They're just every and right now reading some articles about Superman stuff. DC Comics is getting ready to launch a bunch of stuff. Jess doesn't want to hear this, but DC Comics is going to be getting ready to launch a bunch of stuff pertaining to Superman.
Right.
So one of them being a new comic series, so which is going to be pretty cool. So I get to add a new comic book to my stack. So I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear the you what?
And of course, in the Creature Commandos, they've subtly introduced Batman into the DCU.
Yeah.
And Alan.
And they make it to where he already exists.
Yeah.
So
he already exists. You're not going to get an origin story of
no, we're not. Guy. They're not doing an origin story on any of them, really.
Right.
You see the flashbacks. Yeah. You see the flashbacks in Creature Commando, but you're not getting Batman, Superman, Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl. They already all exist. So
right. Alan Richardson has already said, "Hey, dudes, I'm here if you want me.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
ready.
I've heard Alan. I've heard him. I've heard Jared Padalecki. There's like 4 or 5 people right now that are biting for the top for the top notch.
My personal vote is for Alan.
And the thing is, if you look at it, that the image that you see up on there, and again, go back and watch the interview with James Gunn. I mean, it was one of those things when he saw that they were introducing Batman in it, he went, stop, hold on, no. I mean, he literally went, no. He was like, no, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, we're not doing this.
Right.
And that's the reason why you see Batman
as a cartoon character.
You see Batman as the silhouette.
Right.
You don't get to see what the costume looks like. I mean,
and you don't hear a voice either.
Right. You don't hear a voice. You don't see the color scheme. You just know he's a big, stocky dude. So it could be.
He could be any guy.
What was that?
It's. You're banned from adding anything else to the list.
Oh, okay. My comic list.
Yeah.
So. Jess is up there, guy. I'm hearing us. We're down here, and I can hear Jess upstairs with us upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, so I guess the Creature Commandos is done with their season for so far.
Season 1, yeah. From season 2 is either end final or their season 2's already greenlit, ready to go.
Right.
I just what they're doing, I have no idea.
But no spoilers on Creature Commandos or anything. But I kind of like the direction that it is going, and
well, there is no spoilers if you've watched all of it. So
well, yeah. But David Harbour doing the voice of Eric Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Okay, that dude is hilarious. They picked the perfect guy for that role. So if he's going to play Frankenstein in the DCU, if I remember correctly, he ended up becoming a member of the Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
So that would be the comic relief that we need, that we didn't know we need, but that we need. So
I was listening to an interview with David Fillion, or Nathan Fillion. With Nathan Fillion, and it was he was talking about James Gunn and the stuff that they were doing. And I've got high hopes for the movie. I do. I look forward to seeing it. It's.
Sounds like Supergirl's going full steam ahead.
We got Lobo. We got Jason Momoa as Lobo.
Seen some of the preliminary stills.
Yeah.
Just the artwork, the concept artwork. Yeah, he's going to be able to pull it off handily. So.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
so.
He's
got the attitude. Seen the concept work.
He's got the build. He's even got the long hair and
I mean,
the dude's Lobo. He should have been. He should have never been Aquaman. He should have been.
I like his portrayal of Aquaman. I do.
Mm-hmm. They're talking about Lucas Tull doing Flash. He's expressed an interest. They're talking to him about it. Nothing's definitive yet.
Right.
But Ezra Miller's definitely out. He's coming.
Oh yeah.
So. So, but yeah, so far, you know, some of the stills I've seen of David Cornsweet, you know, at first I was like, I don't know, the hair's kind of off, but then I saw him with his Superman hair, and I was like, no, actually, the dude can.
But again, I love the fact now, and again, this says nothing against Henry Cavill and James Gunn's you know, verse. But you have, you know, and in the DCEU, there wasn't much of a there wasn't much of a not necessarily a big difference between you seeing Henry Cavill's Clark Kent and Henry Cavill's Superman. You really didn't see much of a difference,
Right.
but you still had that difference,
Right.
now in James Gunn's version, you have that. You can tell you almost. This is going to sound, I guess, a little cliche, but you almost have that Christopher Reeve vibe in Cornsweet's portrayal between Clark or Christopher Reeve and Brandon Routh. You've got that because you can see the difference between Clark and Superman.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Yeah,
You know,
you could imagine them as two separate people,
right?
Because
What you
Clark's got that weird kind of mop thing going on in his head.
like what you saw.
Not a grease bomb like Chris Reeve pulled off.
You know, but again, you've got Christopher Reeve's Superman. You know, and Clark Kent. You could tell the difference.
Right.
You know, Henry. You know, Brandon Routh. It was the same way.
Right.
So, you know, getting to see the difference between the two is, I mean, I love the fact that you can see it, you know, and I'm definitely not taking anything away from Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill did an awesome job as well. I mean, again, each generation has their own, each director, each writer has their own concept of how to create that character. So, yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to think whatever. Let's see, what else have I watched?
Well, I know that they've been showing a lot of stuff for the Red Hulk, the Captain America: Brave New World.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Thunderbolts. You know, so I'm starting to see that kind of pick up and everything. So I'm interested in where that's going to go. Yeah.
I want to. Yeah, it's. I want to see the Red Hulk. That's going.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford hulking out. That's
right.
That's.
It sounds like it's going to be like a Hulk movie, but not a Hulk movie.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. It's not going to have Mark Ruffalo in it, but it will have Red Hulk in it. It will have the leader in it, and you know.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Samuel Stearns or whatever his name is.
Mackie.
Yeah.
Captain America. The first Captain America.
No. He's the guy, the actor that.
Oh yeah.
Samuel L.
The
Jackson.
leader. Yeah, the leader. Yeah.
That actor, he's going to reprise
Yes.
that role. So, yeah. So.
And if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to have the chrome dome.
Yeah, he's supposed to have all that stuff, and I can't wait to see how that looks.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be CGI or if it's going to be prosthetics or what it's going to be. But
they could do a lot of cool stuff with
Yeah.
it. Oh,
we may even see some stuff on Scar from what I've heard. That's not definitive or anything like that. But it sounds like it's going to have a lot of Hulk.
Shoot, I'm going to have to look up something
characters on there.
while we're here.
I don't think we're going to see Bucky Barnes at all.
Try and get out of.
What do you need help with?
Well,
Nothing yet.
Okay.
I do want to plug something as soon as I can figure out how to get. I don't want to. What's on your mind? There we go. I want to tap that.
But also,
Where's it at?
it looks like in the What If universe, Peggy Carter is now officially deceased.
Yes,
So, we may still get her in a multiverse kind of situation, but for the most part, she's kind of done.
Okay, real quick, information on me.
Mm-hmm.
So, who likes true crime dramas?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, the history-making movie, The Baton Rouge Serial Killer, the Derek Todd Lee, is starting its promotional campaign, and you can follow it on YouTube. This is actually the movie that I play Detective Ben O'Donnell in. So
This is a true story.
it's based on a true story. Yes.
It's based on a true story.
It is actually based on a true story. Yes.
So it's not like a autobiographical.
No.
It's like this. This is a true story, but with different names.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bishop Stevens is the plays the actual plays the serial killer. You can check all this out on IMDb. Double check. So click on, get on YouTube. It is youtube.com at the Baton Rouge Serial Killer movie. So check it out. It's gonna have the movie trailer, behind the scenes videos, interviews with the cast members,
Including you.
Yes. So it's going to be pretty cool. Check it out. And again, we're getting ready to. And again, this guy terrorized the Louisiana area from '93 to 2003. So again, that tell you how long ago this was. So yeah, I've actually pulled up some of the stuff right here. So yeah, check it out on YouTube, the Baton Rouge Serial Killer movie. So we're getting ready to start the campaign, the campaign for it, the promotional campaign for it. So check it out, like it, share it, subscribe to it, and let's get all this stuff going. Again, that'll be the first movie that I'm in. I have a few speaking roles in it, so it's gonna be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Again, I play Detective Ben O'Donnell, who is one of the field officers in the on the task force in the movie. So it's gonna be awesome to see what's going on in there. So if somebody wants to tag Bishop Stevens in it and have him check that out for me, please. Still trying to get into a few other things here. I'm not using mine. I'm using Tessa's. Oh, that was the.
You're still trying to get used to my tablet.
So yeah, I wanted to get that out. Kind of had something pop up.
All right.
That wanted to.
So when he's walking the red carpet in Hollywood,
No.
he'll remember the little people.
You know what? It's. I'm gonna look at it this way, and you know me. You should know me well enough that, you know, one of those things. I've been a cop for over 20 years, so it's one of those things.
The money'd have to be very good for you to give up your law enforcement career.
You know, that, or it's one of those things. You know, I want to thank, you know, again. You know, I wouldn't have gotten my, I mean, even the inkling of dipping my toe into acting if it wasn't for Jonathan Burgess.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so I mean, again, I've done small stuff. We've worked a little on a few things with him, but this is my first. That was my first. The Baton Rouge Serial Killer, the Derek Todd Lee story. is the first big thing I've ever done. So hopefully it turns into more. It was an honor to be able to portray the real one of the real life detectives that actually did the story. So, or that was actually in the actually took care of the case. So that was pretty cool. So so yeah, and I'm looking forward to many more things behind the camera. So, or in front, not behind the camera, but in front of the camera. Yeah, in front of the camera. So, hopefully this opens up the door to several other things I can do. So, I mean, I don't just drop more on my plate between work, Heroes for Kids, and then acting. So why not? Let's do it. Just
I think that'd be something fun that I would want to do if, you know, when I retire or something, if they need a sexy grandpa type of guy. A silver
Give me a kiss, I take your teeth out.
Yeah, here. Come here, Gurney. We're going to make the nursing home a good old time.
Wacky with a cane. I'm going to beat you with a cane.
Oh, Lord.
But no. So yeah. So yeah, I mean,
I'm roughly the same age as, you know, like George Clooney and, you know, Mark Ruffalo and Robert Downey Jr. and all those guys. So
yeah.
It'd be kind of cool to hang out with the geriatric pack.
But you already did that with us. Come on. That's true. So
I was doing this stuff when you guys were still in diapers.
no.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well,
So yeah.
maybe not.
No. But hey, if anybody's still on, here, please say something, holler. I mean, just don't. We're trying to say something. Say hi. I don't know what I did, but I just pulled out of that.
Mm-hmm.
What did you pull out of?
Oh,
That's
on
Comic-Con,
Yep.
Facebook. Get back on Facebook. I'm looking for Heroes for Kids.
You're gonna need to search it again.
There we go. Do we have anything? Let's see. You know what? We're going to start from the top. We'll see if there's anybody that said anything. Yes, we do. Sure. Hello. Hi. Jody. Hi. Chuck. Everybody. Hi. Chris. Adrian. Wyatt. Jeff. Question: did Dennis get a haircut? Yes.
Yes, I did. I already answered that.
Well,
That's why I'm a sexy grandpa now.
Okay. Anybody else still on here? If you are, great. We'll get. We'll answer some questions.
Yeah.
I mean, if not, we can. I mean, we can wrap it up a little early. Not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
We've got a lot going on. We've got a lot going on. For those that were affected by the Midwest snow and ice, prayers to everybody that get that, and hopefully everybody is recovering well.
Sounds like we may get another round too.
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday,
I know.
yeah.
So again, everybody be careful.
Right.
So I still only see 2 people on. So that's probably you
And you.
and Tessa, maybe even Jess.
Yeah.
So why don't we do this? For everybody that is in California, our prayers go to you all.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in North Carolina and East Tennessee, prayers for you all. and then everybody in the Midwest that is affected by the storms in the Midwest within the after the first of the year. Definitely prayers for you all as well. I'll hope to see everybody this weekend at Villainous Grounds. Come on in, get you some a good cup of Joe, meet Steve Geiger, and enter into that class. Like I said, $120 to get you into class, and he teaches a class on how to draw comics. Then we have our super meet and greet down at Rustic Farms down in Jackson. We will be down there. Get your tickets and everything. Go on their page and get those tickets. It's going to be an awesome event down there. We'll be down there all day on Sunday. Then we will see the kids and adults at A Night to Shine on the 7th. The Perryville Wellness Health and Wellness Expo on the 8th. Jess's birthday is the 9th. So everybody like, share, donate to Heroes for Kids, which there's also something on here as well. You can go to heroesforkidscomiccon.org and donate directly to Heroes for Kids. That gets your name down here on the...
Still needing vendors. And
yeah, we're still needing vendors, sponsors. So that gets you down here. Look at that. Oh, we've already got our first sponsor. How's that? That's awesome.
Yeah.
The Super Museum out of Metropolis is one of our sponsors. So that's pretty awesome. So it gets your name and web page up on our site. And again, all after proceeds are done, paid for the show, 100% of the proceeds goes to the Dorn Foundation and the Perry County Community Task Force.
Also, while we're on all these subjects, remember how I was telling you about how you can get on the Legion
Yes.
.org/donate. You can still do that. They also have folks doing that for California as well. So,
Awesome.
So I would look up that if I were you and see what you can donate. Any little bit helps.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of people out there that have lost their homes and whatnot, and not all of them are movie stars or whatever.
Right.
So, who make big buku money or whatever. So there's a lot of devastation going on out there. And yeah, if you can help out, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So
And again, just put a link to the Heroes for Kids Comic-Con page.
Yep.
And also, again, sponsor forms are active on there. Vendor forms are active on there. Again, get them in. The quicker you get them in, the faster you can get your spaces set up and available. And again, it's going to be a blast. We've got Scott Ennis, the voice of Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, pretty much anything Hanna-Barbera.
Right.
For the last almost 25 years. Over 25 years. Since 1997.
right.
And then we also have the phenomenal animator, artist, Philo Barnhart. Worked on Scooby-Doo, worked on The Little Mermaid, worked on video games, worked on Star Trek. I mean, you name it. And there's more to come. So just bear with us, and we're going to have a blast. Again, it's a 2-day show, Perry Park Center, July 19th and 20th here in Perryville, Missouri. So, on that note, Jess, do you have anything?
I'm going to take that as a no.
I'll take that as no. Dennis.
Basically, we've covered everything. Just asking everybody to be safe with this oncoming storm.
Jess said, hold on. Do what? Okay, go ahead.
She's playing with the 3D printer.
She's trying to do 3D printing stuff upstairs. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, just everybody be safe. It's kind of really, really cold out there. If you got to go outside, dress warm. You know, be safe.
Use common sense.
Use common sense, yeah. If you don't have to get out there and freeze your patoot off, don't freeze your patoot off. And you know, in the spirit of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, you know, let's have a better world.
Yeah. So we love you all. Thank you so much for your support, you following us, and all that fun stuff.
Coming up on the 10-year anniversary.
Yes, our 10-year anniversary is in April. So I mean, that is. I mean, how awesome is that?
So maybe we need to do a retrospective through the years, and I don't know. Sounds almost like a lot.
Yes, definitely. If you haven't seen Scott Ennis at a show,
yes,
holy cow!
Yes,
he puts on one heck of a show, and we're looking at we're going to make it just as good at our show. So definitely look forward for Scott Ennis being there.
Right.
So again, we love you all. Thank you all for your support.
Right.
Hit those likes, hit those shares. Check out our Instagram page. Definitely our Facebook page, our YouTube page. All of it is under Heroes for Kids Perryville Mo.
Right. Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, follow.
If we get enough followers, then we can start monetizing this.
Yeah,
and all
hopefully.
those funds will go
Heroes for Kids.
towards Heroes for Kids, so that we can help out.
So
various charities around the heartland.
Yeah. So we love you all. Thank you.
Yeah.
We will definitely see you guys next weekend.
Yep.
And good night.
Peace.